by your team for at least some validation. It's not blind validation because you know the structure and you can use the same method to derive that structure.
Lì hai l'alcus che grassasse lavorare di rosin.
Yeah, I have that too. So we can show everybody proof of concept.
Trying to get to like the same.
Also, the yeah. And I thought that was proof of concept. So again, it's proof of concept to establish the precedent and the viability of the technology to scan existing structures where we have a known configuration. And this technology was very good at accurately detecting the known structures within these modern facilities that we're scanning. But also, we'll talk about that. I have a question. I just have some questions. I've learned some hard-earned lessons. For example, I've learned the hard way that comfortable clothing usually means comfortable for 15 minutes and then spending the rest of the day subtly irritated. The rough fabric, the chafing, the lack of flexibility, it all just sucks. That's why I've been wearing Chubbies. Their everywhere pants are the rare pants that actually move with you. They've got real stretch. The elastic waistband is genuinely comfortable.
His pants name was Chubbies. The pants names were Chubbies. He said they move with you.
Same with their shorts and swim trunks that I have right here.
Same with their shorts and their swim trunks. Listen,
fit just right.
that's awesome. I don't care who you are. That's awesome.
You put them on and you're done. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off with code Jesse at chubbiesshorts.com. That is 20% off your order with code Jesse. Give your thighs the VIP treatment they deserve.
Give your thighs the VIP treatment they deserve. This is a great commercial. This is making me giggle. Well done.
I
don't know who else is listening to that, but that's awesome. These gummies look good. I just touched my sleeve, so I really don't need to touch gummies with that hand. No. I said I touched my hand on my sleeve, and I don't need to touch gummies with that hand now, but I can do it now.
Yes.
I can do it. I can do it. One more.
So background noise. Interference. Yeah.
Constant density of the matter. Sure. But while you are dealing with vibrations penetrates inside the matter. Vibrations are with a speed that it depends on the density of the matter in where they are traveling.
Correct.
If the matter is not has different densities,
Sure. Yeah. So to reinterpret what you just said is the penetration and the signature of vibrational analysis depends on the density of the material. Yes. Because the more dense the material, the less vibrational signal. Correct. Sure. Yeah.
And real quick, just for the audience, because I want to visualize the context for this.
Yeah.
What is the Osiris shaft?
So the Osiris shaft is a 3-level structure located on the eastern causal, leading from the central pyramid down to the valley temple in space. And it's 33 meters underground triple chamber system. Not triple chamber, 3 different levels. You have a shaft that goes down to the primary level. You have another shaft that goes down to the secondary level, where there's 6 housings that have some containers of different material. One's dacite, one's microsalt. And then you go down to the 3rd level, where there is 4 pillars. This is the area that's tapped into that subterranean aquifer. It's literally calibrated to just tap the surface of the water in that underground aquifer. There's another container located down in the cave.
And what is the Grand Sasso laboratory?
Yes, the Gansasso laboratory is located in 1.4 kilometers below the earth, starting from the artifact of the top of the mountain. And it's very big, very big. And it is always in line. It means that there are great also there are facilities, electrical components inside. So it is,
What is this like? It's a physics lab. It's like one of the national labs in the US.
yes, I don't know what is the benchmark for on the Gansasso. It is called the Gerda experiment because they didn't find it, still find it. The so-called Majorana particle. The Majorana particle is very important.
What are you painting, baby?
It demonstrates that there are particles that are
I looked over and I seen you doing it, and I was like, that's not what he's been painting. I got you.
The existence of antiparticle.
That is antiparticle of heat. So particle and antiparticle are the same thing. So that's all things.
So, like, because now in particle theory, now you have electrons and positrons. So, what exactly are you?
But we are dealing with some of the new things.
Well, like quarks and oh, you literally neutrinos. That's that. Yeah, so there's neutrinos.
Some particles,
Subatomic, yeah, subatomic particles. And neutrinos, for people that don't know, are very hard to detect. They're very elusive. So, and they seem to penetrate through all.
And so, yes, they built the Gansasso laboratory to have a stable, very silent environment because there is all the mountain as a pit.
It's an insulator for the detection equipment. They built it inside of a mountain.
And that around it is specific detector that has been built to recognize this.
Again, yeah. And I'll show that in just a second so people can see the scan of the lab. So again, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the abstract, the development of the technology, and how it was implemented in this first scan. So what we're looking at here is one of the first raw data images.
The red one?
Yeah.
Maybe put it in my drawer.
My question is, looking at it, because now you're 6 years removed from the first paper. And from what I understand, the satellites that you're using now are superior to the ones that you were using during this initial scan. And now you're using, and now you're using multiple satellites, where this one was only collected with a single satellite. Is that correct? Okay.
Ooh, I think a new Kill Tony came on tonight. I think a new Kill Tony came on tonight. No, it's not Monday. Never mind. It's tomorrow, isn't it?
On the
Dang
left is an overlay of the configuration of the Great Pyramid, overlaid on top of the tomographic results. Yeah. Yes.
These are giving always with focus activity.
Yes.
Because also you have raw data and focus.
Yes.
So raw data is the data that you have before the so-called past events. You have a camera like that, and you make a picture with that camera. You see the image.
Correct.
Okay? If you disassemble the camera and you separate the optics by the body of the camera, you can make a photo. You use only the body of the camera. The result is that you see a picture, but you don't see the picture focused because the focusing procedure is
So like developing the image. So a comparison to photography. is like old cameras where you have to develop the photo. The photo is there, but it requires a process to focus the image.
In this case, the doctor is made naturally by the lens.
Huh?
The lens represents to get out of
So if this image is right, is this not focused? It is focused.
No, so it's the process. Yeah, so they take the focus data.
And when
These came out really pretty, even though they don't have coloring in them, babe.
taking
Like they came out a really pretty translucent.
focus,
Yeah, so this is the final product. What you
Does it taste good? You like it?
But you use unfocused rosin.
We don't.
I think I added I think there was a splash more raspberry than we intended, but huh? Oh yeah.
Also, when they try something, when we extract it, the client also regulate the data, and you have to focus.
got it.
But you have to focus everything. A is the mental. He makes photo. You have to focus.
And you have to focus it before you use your Beyond You method, or is it after?
So the Beyond You method itself is what receives these micro vibrations. Got it. So then that raw data that receives those micro vibrations is processed to create this focus.
How's the texture on this batch?
So particularly you get your proprietary about turning the focus SAR data into an image. Yeah, his proprietary process is just the retrieval of the micro movements that allow this imaging to be possible. Okay, right.
Some people feel not to the fact. The first step is called synthesis, and the second step is called analysis. In the synthesis, we retry the measurements, and the pixel, the composing, the photographic line that we want to involve. The second process is called analysis, the inversion. This is as really as the lens of the camera, because you see nothing.
So again, this is a good preparation for everything that you're going to face coming up, because now the work is going to get even more popular, and you're going to have more people asking questions like this that are trying to better understand. So moving forward, so people can understand what they're looking at with the next set of focused images. Here on the right, we have the scale. So this is the concentration or intensity of the vibration. Correct, yeah. So you see everything that's blue is the normal body of the structure or the background air, etc. Right? So as it goes up the scale, you have more intense vibrations that are being registered by this satellite radar. Just so everybody can understand the tone. Yeah, correct. Yeah, it shows the intensity of the vibrations that are detected. So looking back on it, are you still confident and proud of this data? Or would you rather go back and try to clean it up more?
We can manage to clean it up more. But these results,
Right.
begin to hold on as the black of the drops in order to retry the 3D picture.
Yes, I have everything. Yeah, yeah.
I have to say something about that. That we have to, when you extract, it's not.
So you're saying vertical curtain, right? So like the sheet or the layer of the slice, vertical curtain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just in case people didn't understand, vertical curtain means the slice that's being extracted from this.
This is important. That the vector of the thing is not if very bright target is located here, you can see you have to move a lot to the vector.
Right. Yes.
It's like a cone of sensitivity, because every is a cone of sensitivity.
Yes.
So if one focuses the line of sight, you will see things that are mainly located in the line of sight.
Yes.
But if you have bright targets that are located also very disciplined angular configuration.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll talk about
that is what we anticipate in the question or questions inside this chart. It's good. You can see the article here.
yes, right, exactly. Yeah. And we'll talk about this treating sensitivity when it comes to the nuance standard.
Hey, also that we have also that they have to do data. Also that they have to
So I included some so we can get your opinion and feedback. Because, so for people that don't know, nuance scanning is using cosmic ray absorption to do a similar process to detect interior structures.
We use the technical camera, like my camera. We have the oldest of the stuff. The oldest for part of the adoption. And the oldest
Yeah. So I have some information here about that, and I would love to hear your opinion on that because they use that. Yeah, of course. And so again, my objective here is just to get to the bottom because there's conflicting data between what the nuance scanning team has reported and what your team has reported. So I wanted to get your interpretation for why that's the case, and then I'll show the data here in just a second. So we have 3 red squares.
then we have the focus at 3 or 3 week.
Yes. Correct. Yeah. So on the far right, you can see the edge of the pyramid. With all of that yellow and red, that is the surface external casing of the Great Pyramid. With all of that red and yellow, very intense vibrations. Because it's closer to the surface. Yeah. And then moving on the inside, we have 1, 2, and 3. 1 being the area around the king's chamber, 2 being the queen's chamber, and 3 is the subterranean chamber. And here, I will say that the detection of the queen's chamber at 2, you can see here the overlay of the queen's chamber in the center with the raw scan data. The queen's chamber always has a very good signature, a very strong vibrational signature. Right. And it would also help you determining the most effective curtain or slice. So if you have a strong signature on the queen's chamber, you know that your chronographic line is lined up accurately for the objects of interest in the particular scan. In terms of the configuration, I'll show some diagrams, and everything in the Great Pyramid is aligned right on top of each other. So again, this is showing the first overlay. I guess.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the raw chronographic roll. Yeah. And I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, and maybe I see something a little around 1, but 2 and 3 look mostly like sort of blue range. Like, yeah. How do you convert 1 to the other?
So let me explain how
is this a failure detector or is this a positive detector?
So let me clarify. So all of these images are screenshots directly from the paper. And here on the left is a standard diagram of the Great Pyramid. This is not one of their models, which I'll show their models here in just a second, where they actually interpreted the focused scan data into new 3D models. So this is a known standard diagram on the left, overlaid with the focused data. And I would agree with that statement that 1 and 3, you can see the highlight, aren't super encouraging in terms of the detection in this particular slice. So for example, at 1, I don't see a clear signature there for the key chamber. And down at 3, if you look at the overlay of the diagram on top of it, it's not picking up the subterranean chamber either. On the far left, you can't see a glow, which is indicative of the vibrations of the subterranean chamber.
So we could use your attack, or like, do you agree that it's sort of missing the subterranean chamber and the chamber?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah. And so again, this just kind of establishes a way for us to discuss this.
It is not can see that usable around an image that we can detect this is not mathematical sure. We have to do different measurements in order to get results.
But I guess my, again, super dumb question, and I think I'm probably jumping ahead with it, is if we fail to detect certain chambers in the pyramid, why are we high confidence in structures going a kilometer deep underneath the pyramid?
Yes, because after research that we made a few years later than this, we changed the approach. So we use very different genres, like something like the rata. So with very low
They get stuck together? Do they get stuck together?
the layout of the rata images were very high. But that kind of acquisition, when we use low incidence animal, the power of
sticky.
the photons are very high. It's very
For sure.
because you see things that's like a direct interaction with the air. That kind of using the power allows us to see details. And in that kind of configuration, we were able to detect many destructive.
We are making gummies. Well, we are demolding gummies because we have made gummies yesterday and the day before. We made FECO. So today we are demolding our FECO gummies, 25 milligrams a piece. These are the sticky ones. Those are the sugar coated. This machine is reclaiming alcohol to create more FECO. So,
the process starts lower as opposed to scanning up here. So you're scanning from lower on the horizon as opposed to trying to scan from the top.
I give you so we have to do the comparison of how let's say that this is the data. Yeah, that I want to, this is outputting the time output.
It's a huge area to scan.
Yeah, it's very good. Right. I want to discuss this. This is the part. Yeah. The part. Flies and on the on and off.
Correct. Yeah.
So if I want an image here, in the other field we say I don't want it screen better. So it means that the sense we trace here a vertical line. We start the senses here, minus 7 seconds, plus 7 seconds, 15 seconds, right? 7.5. So here we begin acting our sensing, and here we release the sensing. We have the image. But SAR is a side-looking sensor. So it is, this is the zero lock. We have two pieces of the machine sensor. Right, because it's a side-looking. And we can scan, let's say, never navigal, because it doesn't work. So from here, like that, to here. From here, to here. Like that. So we choose the very low incidence angle, which is the angle belonging to nadir of our angle and the line of sight. This angle. Yes. This is the incidence angle. Low incidence angle. High level incidence, right? High incidence angle. Low layer. And that's now what I tell you to do. Okay? For the Kaufman research project, we use low incidence angle. Why? Because the photons that are transmitted here on the Earth has high power. Because the probability that the photons that the virus here are retransmitted into the space is low. So you have the scattering energy is higher than this, which is lower. Okay? because we wanted to go inside, because we wanted to see targets very bright, because here the Doppler effect is more, we are more sensitive in the Doppler effect with low incidence angle with respect to the high incidence.
Yeah. And all of the validation we've done has been at lower incidence angles. Okay. And so,
and in this case,
yeah.
we wanted to see where opposite in and we could use low incidence angle data. The pyramid are layometric mixed. Imagine the pyramid. You see the pyramid. The pyramid is smashed on the layer. You see the pyramid. The pyramid is smashed on the layer. You see the page inside the pyramid. But we were interested in the result of the research that we did on all the things. But also
Alright.
see, okay, the pyramid.
Those are pretty much done. Now we're just gonna dry here.
Video in reality by an extreme. So we use it principally we use it low end, but not everywhere. So we use it. Let's say
And then you triangulated the truth from the different incidents. And are you highly confident that if you use the same methodology on a Great Pyramid again with the different incidence angles and triangulating that, and you did
but not
Great timing.
But did you ever, super clear, did you ever try to redo just the pyramid itself to make sure that the accuracy on the numbers was correct? So you could do it. Okay.
So also, you haven't seen anything. The first paper there's way more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did. Oh yeah, of course. And I'm going to show all that so everyone can see it. I think it's important for everyone to see it because they did different scans that show it sometimes. So we'll get to that now. We can go ahead and go ahead. So for example, this next one is this image from this same scan.
Is it a phone? See if it'll work?
Okay.
See if the alcohol works.
So this one.
Or the lighting.
Yeah, down below. So I think we all agree that the image of the King's chamber here is not great. But we do have a very promising image of the Queen's chamber. I would say that this is actually, and you can even see, so look at C down there on the bottom right, you can actually see the horizontal shaft coming out of the Queen's chamber.
You want to smart some of those for me?
I would say fairly accurate. So I think this is, again, I kind of like to look at the positives and the negatives, right? Objectively analyzing the data.
Sugar gummies. So I'm supposed to look like when they're done.
So the speed of the radar.
The speed of the system.
So go in.
At the side, you have to look at home with head on a vertical line, you have to perform synthesis. To perform synthesis days. Because it is time consuming. You've been in Corsiano, I told you, not do that. Indeed, you won't do it, but yeah. And the best thing to do now is to increase the speed. So